Hello my lovely and cool witches, I'm your underrated powerhouse machine merciless_witch, and in today's video, are we going to make some future telling because that shit is more funnier than exposing YouTubers, LMAO. But why future telling you might ask? Well, because this video was made one day before the Weskia DLC is coming out, and since I don't have a life is that the perfect video for piling up a big load of videos if COVID decides to strike back on my body again. Also is this video basically one of those which you will probably see in a week where all the YouTubers are going to cry that Resident Evil isn't helping Dead by Daylight as they like to have. You see that I'm in the trend before it even starts. But with no more being said, let's start with this video. So my first prediction on why Resident Evil won't help Dead by Daylight is because that there is no big Resident Evil event at this time, because if you remember right, Resident Evil came into a time on Dead by Daylight where there was a big new game and an anniversary to celebrate. Yes, daddy behavior will reach some people with it, but not as many people as they could have when Capcom decided to give them some spotlight. At least until now did Capcom not talk about it in any way, so I think that it will only bring back some people. For my second prediction is it again, very easy to argument because a lot of Dead by Daylight players likes to ignore the fact that COVID was a fact, you know, and that people can't stay up 24/7 at home and playing lobby and waiting simulator. If you think that I'm talking bullshit, should you maybe take your eyes on other video game topics or companies, because right now is the video game industry in a recession. But hey, be happy that I'm telling it you, because if your favorite YouTubers would have tell you that, would have you? A, probably crying on Stan Twitter on what a bad person they are and try to cancel them for stupid BS, or B, hacking into the hacking matrix from Hackert's Warts 2, attack from the survivor minds where you are hacking bots in the game to get your argument right. Yes, I'm still in my cupcake era, and yes, she is still more iconic than me. My third prediction, which will be a hard pill to swallow, is that the people won't be coming back which played Dead by Daylight for Resident Evil in the first place, because on how we fucking treated them. I know that some of you guys are feeling now offended, but would you stay in a game where you're getting told several times a day that you're such a noob, and that you should fuck off, and where your opinion is worth nothing? Of course you wouldn't, because your time is more worth than this. Except your name is merciless_witch, but jokes here besides. We treated the fans shit, and I think they won't be coming back, and we won't getting any new players because we're just continuously crying 300 times a day on why everything sucks. But don't worry, it's getting worse, because my fourth prediction will be that the game will be having 400 bugs in it because Behavior Interactive decided to use that one free programmer, which they have to spam me for their fucking new game, and not instead of programming the game which we would need. I know that not everything can be perfect as Schmuckles and Dead Girl Jimmy, but understand that I'm playing the game for 2016 December, and that I know for a good factor that they can do better. I mean, I played the game in 2017, where the game almost died with 7,000 or 5,000 players max. But if we're already talking about YouTubers, can I also pull my fifth prediction out of my potion, which will be that the YouTubers will be ruining the DLC. My reason or argument for that prediction is that because that they are probably 300 videos online already which are talking about on how Weskia and the survivors are just trash, and on how merciless_witch could be so iconic, and on why everything sucks generally in the game. If this prediction won't be true, will I tell you that it will happen? Trust me, but let me think about another reason on why the DLC will be not such a banger. Other reasons on why we won't get so many new players as we did when the DLC was released is also because if they see how much the game cost, 20 euros for the base game and 24 euros for 2 Resident Evil DLCs, where you don't have all outfits in there and have to buy those skins for between 10 to 15 euros each one, won't those people to stay in Dead by Daylight because they also have to buy the other DLCs, which will be going over 100 or 200 euros at least. And don't forget about the stupid battle pass on top, which also costs money. Yes, sorry, but for a game which costs money, does no one, and I do mean it, no one want to pay a fucking fortune out of it just for playing? Like, just for comparing, there was recently a Resident Evil bundle on Humble Bundle where you got all the Resident Evil games, and I do mean all of them, for 35 euros, and even if you don't want to buy on websites like Humble Bundle for some stupid reasons which I would never understand, are the Resident Evil games usually cheaper than Dead by Daylight with the 2 Resident Evil DLCs together? I know it is a hard pill to take, but not everyone is rich on money and stupidity as the Dead by Daylight, but those people won't like to see this, and they will be only a few hundreds which could buy that if they don't have Dead by Daylight yet. End words. I hope those predictions will some of them be true, because you know, future telling is something which I do usually good, but I think that we won't be getting so many many new players as we used to had. Does that mean that Dead by Daylight will be getting updateless? No, I mean even Paladins is getting updates, and they are so many players which are enjoying Dead by Daylight. And don't forget that they also have platforms like Stadia, Switch, Xbox, PlayStation and mobile, and that they are probably 100,000 players in the game, but that they are just not on Steam. Like the YouTubers love to shit talk about the game when we're losing 3 players, but we're somehow usually in the top 20 or sometimes in the top 10 of the most played games on Steam. So my advice here, ignore those videos in the future because such videos are very easy to produce and are just trash usually. Except this one because I'm not getting something out of my ass for views. Anyways, I have to get some witchcrafting done. I'm thanking you for watch the video, join my Discord server and Twitch stream, and see you on next week's video. Bye.